Cole, finally getting that first goal. I know you've been close and you've been trying so hard. How good does it finally feel to see one get by the goalie and in the net tonight?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's just the way it goes. I mean, puck's not going your way. I mean, feel like the world's kind of in it, and it's nice to get one.
This was a pretty well played game by you guys. I want to ask you about your line though, because it really looks like it's clicking, and especially with you and Eric Robinson, are you really starting to feel chemistry there with him and the way that he plays?
I think with us, yeah, it starts with our legs. I mean, if our legs are going and our brains are kind of just not trying to think the game too much, just playing hockey, and I think that's when we play our best. I think that's kind of, I mean, you saw it in sports tonight. I think that's how we played. I mean, so it's all about support. With us, it's all about slashing. It's all about playing a simple game. I mean, you kind of tie everything all in together. I mean, Chinny obviously threat anywhere on the ice in the offensive zone and make smart plays. And Robbie's probably the fastest guy on the team. One of the fastest guys in the league. I mean, underrated speed he's got, and just try to complement both of them. So, yeah, I think, I mean, it's a pretty good line.
As well as everybody played tonight, I think there was one thing that kind of plagued everybody. There were times where you just could not get the puck out of your zone. You can get it to the line and not outside the line. You look at that last goal that Mayfield scored there, kind of happens that way. How frustrating does it get, especially when you're working so hard and you're getting it right there to within inches, but it's just not popping outside that line?
Yeah, it's frustrating. I mean, we have a lot of guys out of the lineup, and it's a chance for guys to step up and to have extra opportunity. And I think everyone kind of did that. It's just a matter of doing it for 60 minutes. I mean, that's something we talked about right from game one. Is you see the hockey we can play when we play our game, but just tying it in for 60 minutes. I think they got some momentum there at the end of the second. A couple penalties, and they got a couple bounces, and like you said, a couple areas where I think we could have been a little bit more sharper and got out of the zone, and maybe that wouldn't have led to some momentum for them. But take the positives out of this game, and good news is we have a lot more games left.
A lot of shots tonight, a lot of activity for you, and also a lot of help from the guys in front of you. From that perspective, how do you think tonight went?
Yeah, that was a tight game. I mean, momentum was swinging all over the place sometimes, but guys played well in front of me. Just fought huge battle in front of me. Let me see the puck and take care of the rebounds. Guys who came from Cleveland played great. So yeah, I was really happy how the guys played in front of me.
Yeah, I noticed in particular in the first period, Bjork cleared a guy out, and you gave him a little tap there. That's the kind of play you're talking about right there.
Yeah, 100%. There's so many times, especially like, let's say Bjork first game. Seems like he's been playing 10 years here. I mean, didn't see it. So guys played great.
And what was that like? You had three defensemen in there who were not in there the other night, and they obviously battled through the adversity in that game against Philly. But tonight was a different scenario, but they still found a way to be successful.
Yeah, I mean, we were in it all the time. Tight game, as I said. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It sucks to lose, but yeah, we played pretty good.
Joonas, how much motivation did you bring into this season? I know you've had quite a few things happen to you over the last year and a half or so with the surgery and maybe some struggles last year and whatnot.
A lot. I mean, yeah, surgery, a couple of seasons, all that. Yeah, just all summer I was waiting to get back into it and show what I have and what I got and get back into it.
Yeah. Are you playing with a little bit of a chip on your shoulder right now? I mean, is that fair to say?
I'm just enjoying playing hockey. That's what I was waiting all summer. It's fun after all, so feel good.
Do you feel like the Korpi we all knew like a couple of years ago? You're starting to feel like kind of at the top of your game a little bit, or you still got more to go, I'm sure?
I think this was only my third game.
Yeah.
So, there's still stuff I want to clean up in my game and get better at, but yeah, it's getting better game by game.
Lars, first and foremost, it looked like you had the battle level, the compete level that you like out there, yes?
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Guys gave it tonight. It's a close game. Got it to overtime there, and we got caught. They were trying to make a play at the net and got behind it, and they made a play, score.
We talked before the game about, the contributions of these young guys and how important they would be. What did you think from that perspective in terms of what they contributed tonight?
Excellent. Yeah, I thought the three guys in the back end, they gave us something, gave us juice, did a real good job back there. Played a good hockey game. It's a good hockey team we played tonight. Second period was a little bit back and forth. They get some momentum off their power play, and they got a little bit of juice at the end, but we played hard.
How important is it for you to see a guy like Cole Sillinger get that first one and maybe, stop gripping it a little bit and start relaxing and playing his game?
It's important for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can take a breath. You saw right after they hits crossbar, I think, the next shift. So, like you said, maybe that allows him to relax a little bit with the puck. And I thought, I thought their line gave us some good shifts here tonight.
You guys haven't had a lot of overtime games yet, and you got all those injuries we've been talking about. Did that affect your decisions on who you sent out there for the first three?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty much. I mean, did you consider throwing a defenseman out there instead of Boone, or then you got to have someone to
we
take
considered
the
it.
face off?
Yeah. No, I wanted. You don't have Zach. Went with it. See if it could work.
Sure.
Didn't work.
Yeah. Well, got a lot of season left.
Absolutely.
When you guys, even before the injuries started, you guys had some issues getting pucks out of the zone. They're getting pinned in the zone a little bit. It seemed to kind of creep up a couple times tonight as well in their goals. What are the main issues there?
If you watch tonight's game, we broke the puck out probably as good as we had all year. Watch that game closely. That's a good hockey team.
No,
They're going to put some
absolutely,
pressure. But
for
if you
sure.
watch that game,
Right.
I disagree. I'll just put it that way.
I guess I'm talking more specifically on the goals by Nelson the second
Yeah,
one.
you know what? That line was a handful tonight. No question.
Brad, Gauntz, again, tonight in the face-off circle was spot on, so
Yep.
to speak, and also made some key plays on the back check as well that I thought he looked pretty strong tonight.
No, again, there's not a lot of guys. A lot of guys made a ton of contributions tonight. It's we're thin. We're a thin group, but we pushed this team to overtime. I'm not going to get negative on this game at all. Not one bit. These guys worked their ass off tonight.
That includes Corpy as well.
100%. Yes.
Love to see 3 in a row out of him, basically.
Yeah,
We didn't
Corpy
know
was
about-
outstanding there.